Hi everyone, it's Donnie Lowy at Closeoutexplosion.com. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today I'd like to discuss with you a few different options for shipping your wholesale merchandise to the Caribbean. Now every country is going to have its own regulations, so you need to be aware of that. As far as customs, you need to check individually with the customs of each country to see what the rates are, what regulations they have, and so on. Now as far as the actual shipping, so you have a few different options. If you buy wholesale merchandise in the United States, if you buy it by the pallet, or if you buy it, let's say, by the piece, meaning you have a small lot that you're shipping over, you're going to have different shipping options as well. So one option that you always have is to ship your order with the U.S. Postal Service. If it's a very small shipment, let's say you've bought one dress or you've bought one handbag and you want to send it to the Caribbean, I would recommend sending it with the U.S. Postal Service because it's usually going to be the most cost-effective way to ship for a very, very small order. Now, if you are near a shipping company and you don't need to pay to ship the merchandise first to the shipping company, then you might decide to give it directly to the shipping company. And I'll explain. Let's say you came to my warehouse in Brooklyn, right? You came to my warehouse and you bought 5 dresses. And now you want to send those 5 dresses to Trinidad. If you send them with the post office, you're only going to pay, as far as the shipping, you're going to pay whatever the post office charges you. But if you were to send the order first to a shipping company, to a freight forwarder, and then they shipped it to the Trinidad for you, you would have to pay 2 different shipping charges. You would pay what the post office or UPS charges to send the order to the shipping company, and then you would have to pay whatever the shipping company charges you to ship to Trinidad. And now the same is true for any country in the Caribbean. If you're buying a larger order where now the price per pound makes a very big difference, now what you're going to do is you're going to use a freight forwarder. At least that's what I recommend. Now, it's interesting because there are freight forwarders that specialize in specific countries, and there are freight forwarders that deal with the Caribbean. Now, I'm not that familiar with all the shipping companies that deal with specifically with different countries, but I know you have St. Lucia Express, let's say for example for St. Lucia, and then on a macro level where you're shipping to the entire Caribbean, you could use shipping companies like Tropical Shipping. Tropical Shipping is a freight forwarding company. What that means is they aggregate shipments. They take all of the merchandise, and then they send that merchandise to the Caribbean. Now, there's different options. You could ship by air, you could ship by sea, you could ship where you're charged by the pound, or you could get charged by the barrel. If you ship by the pound, that's going to be a faster shipping service, but the charges could be higher per pound. If you're shipping by the barrel, you're paying less per pound, but it will take longer for the goods to reach where you're shipping. Now, here's an interesting thing. For most of the countries in the Caribbean, the freight forwarding companies offer what's called freight collect services. Freight collect means that the shipping is paid when the order arrives at its destination. Some of the shipping companies even offer door-to-door service, or they might allow for local delivery to take place once you pay them for the shipping, meaning that they can either arrange the local door-to-door delivery or you can arrange it on your own. Now, there is one country, as far as I know, which is an exception. Currently, I believe Haiti, from what I've been told by customers and what I've spoken to some of the shipping companies, they don't ship freight collect. They only ship on a prepaid basis. You could still ship by the barrel or you could ship by the pound, but the shipping needs to be paid ahead of time because what was happening to the shipping companies, they would be sending merchandise on behalf of customers to Haiti, and when the merchandise got to Haiti, no one was there to pay for the shipping, or simply the shipping was too much and people were abandoning the freight, and it was costing the shipping company a lot of money because the shipping company incurs expenses when they ship merchandise, and if no one is here to pay for the shipping, then they've taken a loss on their business endeavors. All right, so if you have any questions or comments, you can let me know. I have many customers throughout the Caribbean. I specialize in brand name dresses, designer dresses, fashion jewelry, kids clothing, men's clothing, and women's clothing. My warehouse is located in New York. You are welcome to visit my warehouse the next time you are here. And if you have any family or friends in New York, they're welcome to visit as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely let me know. And if you have any feedback as well, I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much.